Welcome to English Podcast. Subscribe our channel for more update.
Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever tried to tell a story about something that already happened and just felt stuck? Well, we're going to fix that. In the next couple of minutes, we're going to make talking about the past super simple and clear.
So think about it for a second. What did you do yesterday? It's a question we get asked all the time, right?
By the end of this, you're not just going to have an answer to that question. You're going to have all the tools you need to tell your own stories and feel really good about it. Okay, let's start with the absolute basics. The foundation. When you're just describing something in the past, it really all comes down to two little words, was and were. This part is so easy. For yourself or for one other person or thing, the present tense words am and is just become was. So, I am happy becomes I was happy. It is cold becomes it was cold. It's just a simple switch.
Here's a perfect way to see it. To talk about today, you say the weather is sunny. But if you're talking about yesterday, that is just flips to was. The weather was cloudy. Simple, right? So what about for groups of people or when you're talking directly to someone using you? Well, that's the other piece of the puzzle. In all of those cases, the present tense are just flips to were.
And you can see it right here. Many people are at the park right now, but yesterday, many people were there. Just like that, you've got the basics down. Now let's get into the action words.
All right, now for the main event. How do we talk about things we actually did in the past? This is your number one tool, and it's all about adding two little letters to the end of a word.
For most of the action words in English, this is the golden rule. You just take the verb like walk or cook, and you stick an ed on the end. And that's it. That's how you make it a past action. And you can see how a story starts to build. Walk becomes walked. Listen becomes listened. You're not just saying words anymore. You're actually describing what you did.
Okay, so English loves to have exceptions, right? What happens when that ed rule doesn't work? This is where it gets kind of fun. Some verbs are special. They're called irregular. But don't think of it as a hard challenge. It's more like learning a secret code that makes you sound totally natural.
So instead of just adding ed, these verbs do their own thing. They transform into a whole new word to show that they happened in the past. And trust me, learning these is a total game changer.
And these right here, these are the heavy hitters. The ones you're going to use constantly. We don't say good, we say went. We don't say eated, we say ate. Let's see how these look in real sentences.
Here we go. You don't go to the beach last summer, right? You went. That one little word, went, instantly puts your whole story in the past. It's the same with food. If the meal is over, you didn't eat it, you ate it. This is one you'll probably use every single day. And here's another big one. You don't see things in the past, you saw them. I saw a great movie. I saw my friend. It's a huge part of that secret code we were talking about. Okay, now for the fun part. This is where it all comes together. Let's see how was and were, our ed verbs, and those special irregular verbs all work together to build a complete story. So, a good story always sets the scene. The weekend was great. There's our foundation. Then, the first action. I went to the city. Boom, our first irregular verb is already in there. Now look at this perfect mix. We're using our normal ed verbs like walked and looked. But then when we get to the verb see, we use its special past form, saw. See how they just flow together? And the story keeps building. Why did we go to a restaurant? Because we were hungry. And what did we do? We ate pizza and we drank lemonade. 2 more of those key irregular verbs, making the story feel real. And here's how we wrap it up. The food was good. The verb talk is a regular one, so we just talked. But take is one of those special ones, so we took the train home. And there you have it, a whole story from beginning to end. So, let's just do a quick recap of your new toolkit. For describing things, you've got was and were. For most actions, you just add ed. And for those special actions, you've got your secret code of irregular verbs like went, ate, and saw. You're totally set. And that's really it. With these tools, you are absolutely ready. You can share what you did, your adventures, your experiences. The past isn't some complicated thing to talk about anymore. It's yours. Which brings us right back to that first question. Now you've got the tools. So, what did you do last weekend? Go ahead. Try telling yourself this story right now. What did you do? What did you see? What did you eat? You've totally got this. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.